It's Barb, and I'm back. It's been a long time since I've spoken to anybody here online, so I thought I'd better get myself around and do it. When I left you, I was discussing about getting ready for the surgery, and I was extremely nervous about going to the psychiatrist because I didn't know what it entailed, and you know, sometimes they don't have a good rep, and especially if you're going to one you don't know. So I went, wasn't impressed with the office, but that's beside the point. Went back to, I saw a woman, so I went back to her office, and she was very nice, she was very personable. We had a very good conversation. What they want to know is how committed you are to this. Do you really know what you're going to be giving up? If so, then, do you have a good support system? Who is your support system, and how are you going to use them? My support system is my husband, and then also where I had the surgery, they have a support group that meets once a month, and we've been going to that since I decided to have the surgery, which started back in June, and it's now November. Missed the one in November. We had a nor'easter blow through here and nobody could get anywhere. So that one was oops, but I'll get to the rest of them. I'm planning to go in about a couple of weeks to the next one. Excuse me. After that, of course, you have an appointment with the nutritionist. She goes over with you what your diet is going to entail. She also tells you what kind of vitamins and supplements you're going to need, and gives you, or at least they did where I went, some samples of some of the liquid proteins that you can buy. There's some great ones online too. What is it? My bariatrics.com, I think, or look it up under Before and After. That's a book written by a woman who had this surgery. It's very good. She also has some good recipes in it, but you gotta wait. You're not ready for her recipes yet. And the surgery worked on them. She didn't change her family's diet issues at all. They ate what she ate when she was eating regular food, and it worked, and she's happy, and hey, more power to her and anybody that can do this. Hang on a second. Oh, I got something in my eye. Thank you. Anyway, once those two things are over, you have no control about when they get to the doctor. It's got to be dictated, transcribed, and sent. Sometimes it's sent by email. Sometimes it's sent by regular mail. So you just wait. Give them a week. It should get there. Any lab tests you've had, if they were done out of the doctor's office, that's great. They'll be sure and get a faxed copy from the lab. If you went and excuse me, had some labs drawn, not at the hospital, those will get directly back to the doctor too. But maybe your primary care doctor, someplace you can request a copy if you want. There are, when you check on your insurance, my insurance, United whatever, has a online service that you can look at everything online, including your claims. And when you pull up the claims, you can look for specific claims, look for lab claims, and they give you your lab results. Also, there's under your personal health and wellness, you can pull up a screen, and it will give you all your lab reports for a specific amount of time, and you fill that in, but it doesn't give you what your values are, as in where you are in the range. The other one on the claim side does. Of course, every insurance company's online site is going to be a little bit different. That's another way to get the information. if you had a procedure done at the hospital, like an upper GI, gallbladder sonogram or something, those, of course, will get easily to the doctor. Those should be to the doctor within, I'd say 24, latest 48 hours. Particularly the way they have things done now. Lab work should be there 24 hours unless it's a weird send out. And trust me, the things we're having done are not weird send outs. So the labs should get there. Now, any other consultations you have, like to a cardiologist or a pulmonologist, those will take probably, give them a week. You can, if they do a cardiogram in the doctor's office, ask for a copy. Ask that a copy be sent to your primary care doctor so they can have it on file. Geez, I don't, why are my eyes watering? Pardon me. Oh, I didn't stick it with my mascara wand. I didn't put anything in it, but there's a fan going in here, maybe the air. But anyway, those things you do. Give the surgeon's office at least a week from when you had the last test done for them to have all the information there. And if they haven't called you regarding a surgery date, call them and gently remind them, hey, I had all my lab work done. Is there any problems? Do I need more? Or can we go ahead and set the date? That looks to them like you are interested, you are eager, and it helps to get you a sooner date. Possibly. The person that is very kind of meticulous with making sure all their ducks are in a row, trust me, it does help. So having that done, you get your date, and then, of course, you're in the insurance god's hands. Now, there are some things you can do. One of the things you can do, and you can do this before, I would do it before I even considered the surgery, is call and see if it's covered. If it's covered, how much of it is covered, so you have an idea. Then, of course, if your doctor's in plan or out of plan, that will make a difference on how much they're going to pay. And here again, it depends on the type of coverage that you have. And then, of course, the hospital, is it in plan or out of plan? Those things you have to take into consideration when you're choosing your doctor. Now, if there is someone in the area who is the absolute epitome of surgeons, and you don't want to go to anybody else, then by all means, go to him. After you've gotten your surgery date, give them a week, call the insurance company, speak with customer service, and my alarm clock's going off, tell me to hurry up and stop. Speak with customer service and find out, have they received your request for authorization for surgery? They may get you back to the department that handles that and speak with them. If they have not, they will be alerted that it should be there, and they may look around. There's a big void where the stuff falls into, and it's never to be seen again. If not, call back a couple of days later. If it's not there, then call the doctor's office and say, hey, I checked with the insurance company. Golly gee whiz, they can't find it. Could you resubmit it, please? I know it's a hassle, but could you redo it? And who knows, maybe they didn't send it in the first place. They should have. What I did when I was doing the surgery scheduling, and what some of the other doctors do, but they should submit it after they give you the surgery date within 24 hours, because it takes sometimes 7 to 15 working days to get an authorization back from the insurance company, depending on the insurance. And then if you haven't heard anything and it's closer to your surgery date, then bug the insurance company. Tell them, remind them, my surgery date is here. What can I do? If they turn you down and say, look, we're not going to authorize your surgery, they have to tell you why. They can't just say no. They have to send you a letter and tell you why. And then you may have some other hoops to jump through. Don't get mad. Well, you probably get frustrated, but don't let it throw you for a loop. They're just trying to make it a little bit more difficult, A, so they don't have to spend the money, but sometimes B, to see how really dedicated you are, because they don't want to waste this money. And of course, the higher BMI you are, the more apt that they're going to just jump on it and say, okay, go ahead. Anyway, my time is up. I tend to talk a lot, but for now, happy Thanksgiving, and I'll talk to you later. Give you an update. Bye.